Good morning, everybody. So today we have a gardening slash cooking class. Um, so what we're going to be doing, the cooking part is more of a preparatory sort of thing, but the actual gardening part is probably bigger than the actual. There's not going to be any cooking really, but it is a preparation, which is part of cooking. And so this is. I wish you could see it a little bit better. But this is what we planted a while ago, and now it's flourishing. So it's time to actually, um, remove it and consume it eventually. So what I have for this is I need a pair of scissors, and I've got my gloves. But for scissors, what I like these ones. They're the kind that you can take apart. The reason I like these is they're a lot easier to wash. When you can split both sides. A lot of times what'll happen is, since you can't take it apart, you'll get a lot of rust on the inside here because the water just kind of gathers there and doesn't ever fully dry out. And so this is usually what I use whenever I'm doing something like this. I also need something to put it in, the lettuce. And there's two different types. There's the Melville, and I can't find the tag for this one because it is so big. So I'll look a little bit harder in a second. But what I have here is I have a salad spinner. And then all you do is, after I take the lettuce out, this will help me know how much I need to fill in order to basically make two salads. The reason you want the salad spinner though is I got some fresh water from, well, even if I use the hose, it would be fine, I'm sure. But I got water from inside just in case. But then, because no matter what, things get in here, bugs eat at it, and things like that. You want to wash everything before you consume it. Safety first. And so, I'm going to use the salad spinner, and I'll show you how that works in just a bit. First things first, though, safety. Make sure that before I start cultivating this, or um, you know, pulling it up, that I have everything that I need. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know what happened to the tag, unfortunately. So I can't tell you right now what kind of lettuce that is. But the difference is with this one, because I also need my trowel. For this one here, the Melville, I can just snip bits and pieces off and set it in the salad spinner, and then it'll grow back. And then it'll keep growing back until I decide to repurpose the soil and plant something else. Whereas this one back here, you have to take out the whole thing. And so that's what I need the trowel for, is because if I need to take out the whole thing, I'm going to need the trowel. So let's start with the one in front, since it's right in front of us. And I'm going to want to kind of even it out between the two. I also have some other types of lettuce over here. Some of them are a bit more peppery. The arugula is definitely more peppery. It's not quite there yet, though, to be cultivated. So I'm going to leave that for now and just stick with what's in front of me. And then what you want to do is just kind of find the base of the plant. And you don't want to snip the whole thing off, because again, you want it to grow back. So you just snip That was too small. You want to just snip a little bit at a time until you have a good amount. And depending on how many people you have for your meal, you can kind of gauge everything by that. So I'm going to start with a good amount of the Melville here. And now, since I've got a good amount of that, I am going to take out, and again, I need to take out the whole thing of one of the plants. So they were all planted in different spots. This is actually 6 different plants. So what I need to do is find, there we go, where that is, and I'm just going to dig it up. Now I want to save as much of the soil as possible. So I'll flip that stuff off. And then I'm just going to cut the end off, because that's a lot of dirt that I don't want in my salad. And then once you have it cut, get yourself some nice plant there. And then you want to see where we're at. It's actually kind of a breezy morning. And again, I like to do a lot of my gardening and cultivating early in the morning. There we go. So we're just going to snip it apart. Sorry I didn't show you enough, but you just kind of snip the end off and then just pull them apart a little bit. And then let's see where we're at. Now, that's pretty good. And I'm going to add things to this salad. Just like I did with the other cooking class with the salad. I'll definitely be adding things, so I need to remember that. I don't want to overdo it and possibly have somebody not eat the salad. I want to make sure that everybody's going to finish what they got. But this is still a little small. So I'm going to go back to this one and top it off, just because I've basically gone through this whole plant. And there we go with that. So we've got a good amount there. Okay, there we go. Now it's full. So I'll put my scissors down. Be ready to take them inside in a moment. Now what we're going to do is, I didn't want to, because sometimes my camera shuts off, which is unfortunate. Hey, maybe I got too much. It's blowing away now. So what we're going to do is, I got a big thing of water. I'm going to take the water. I'm just going to pop the top right off. Then what we do is we just take the water, we're going to put it in here. Now sometimes I do this more than once. Sometimes I do it a couple of times just to make sure. Then we're going to take the lid, and just like it says, it is a salad spinner. So then we just spit. And then what will happen is all the dirt and things like that got in there, they'll start to fall out. It's also a good workout for your arm. Now what I'm going to do is take a look at it. And what I can actually do is look at the water in the bottom, and you can kind of see the dirt in there. So once I see that, and actually I should probably take my gloves off because I don't want to because there's dirt on the gloves. So we'll pop the lid off. That's alright, little bee just flew at me. Seems to be struggling. I wish I could help you, buddy. Bees are important. Bees are important. You see? Take this out, and then you can see how dirty that water is. And so that's why it's good to make sure that we spin it. Or at least just, rinse it with our hands. Salad spinner just makes it easy. I'll just take this and dump it right back on. Then what I'm going to do is... What happened to you, little bee? I'm going to put some more water in there. So I want to get off as much as possible. Because what I'm going to do is when I go back inside, once I'm finished with this process, then I'm going to let the salad dry out a bit. And I can just leave it right here in the salad spinner. And then what I'm going to do is just let it kind of drain out and let it naturally kind of dry. And then what you do is you put it in just like a plastic bag or something like that. You can put it in the crisper drawer. Crisper drawer is best for salad just because it keeps it crisp. Alright, let's see. That is much cleaner water. That happens sometimes. And then we spin and we spin and we spin and then we check it out. It's looking pretty good. So again, we'll take this out and dump the water back in. And just get it all nice in the garden. Just kind of shake it out, but I don't want any pieces to fall out. I think it looks pretty good. Except for that thing. Whatever that is. It's not going in there. Okay, well now that I found that, well, I'm going to look for more things like that. Like I said, there's always stuff that gets in your garden. So you want to make sure that there's certain things you don't want to ingest, you don't want to eat them. And dirt doesn't taste very good. So it's best to not have dirt in your salad. But whatever that one thing was, I definitely don't want that in there. So this will be the last time. So we've got our spinner, and again we just spin. Well, it's easier to do when you have some leverage. Alright. I think we are done. But again, I want to take that excess water out. And it looks a lot clearer now than it did before. And we're just going to dump it in here. And I actually turned the hose on to give everything a good water through, because I disturbed the plants. So I'm going to water real fast. And it's best to do it sooner than later. But I've got the hose right here, so it shouldn't take very long. Just grab the hose. You just a little bit of a spray down because I watered yesterday, so I don't want too much. I don't want too much water. And that should do it, folks. Now all I gotta do is go inside, set this in the sink, let it dry out, and then I've got myself either a side, or if I make a big salad, which I think I have enough for a big salad, with like tomatoes, avocado, cottage cheese, which I know a lot of people don't like, but you know, that's the way it goes. Anyway, this has been cooking/gardening or gardening/cooking class. I'll see y'all later on. Okay, ciao for now.